Good morning, travelers, and welcome to 11 December. Uh, Tomorrow, actually, let me make sure I got the date right. Yes, on the 13th, Mercury retrograde happens. It's already slowed down a lot. Amazon Music Service is acting ugly along with Alexa, so the problems are real. Um, this is going to be an open reading just to see what the energies are going to be like for the next week or so. An open reading just means that there's no set date and no particular zodiac sign for which I'm reading for. It's just an open reading. If the messages resonate, great. If they don't, then I try to have something in the reading for you. I'm up early this morning because I had a dream about Donald Trump. So I'm going to go to the Nostradamus cards a little bit later on and do a little work. And I hope to bring you that reading. So I have with me today the Radiant White, the La Vera Sibila, and we will see what the Oracle card will wrap the reading up with. Let's turn the cards around, the camera around, and get started with the reading. I have the workman coming over to complete my bathroom another stage. It's beautiful, you guys. It is so beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. I started crying when I saw it. It's just beautiful. I'll post some pictures when it's all complete later on, before, during, and after. It's beautiful. I don't know what to say. So let me drink my coffee and let's get started with the reading. I have done some meditation and shuffling on the energies. I'm going to try to do a little bit more shuffling and rifling. My arm is getting better. My hand is still weak. They tell me that feeling and sensation, I have feeling and sensation. They say that strength comes back from the top down. So it's getting better, I have to say. All right, there's my rifle. This will be 9 cards. And this holiday season is happening during the middle of the retrograde. So it's going to be kind of ugly. Usually you get bad weather. I just saw the news where up in Tennessee they had an EF3 this late in the game. It's sad. Those people are displaced and homeless over the holidays. So, not to mention a few people lost their lives. So, up north, we got snowstorms. Down here in South Texas, it's 30 degrees this morning. 34, they said. So, it's kind of cold. And that's the way the weather is going to be throughout, I think, the retrograde phase. It goes to direct on January 1st. So that's something to look forward to. We just got to make it through these 3 weeks. So let's pull the cards and see. The Hierophant, the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, and finally, the Judgment card. Wow, that's big energy. And what is under the entire reading, under the deck, that sums up kind of the whole reading? It is the Chariot. That's big, big energy. Now, what do I have? I have 4 major arcana, 2 swords, a wand, and 2 pentacles. And right in the center of the spread, where everything else is happening, I have the Strength card, and that is an 8. First of all, it could refer back, because this is an open reading and there is no timing in the tarot. It can refer back to something that occurred in August or during the summer. But since it is an 8, it's a very positive number. It's a karmic number. It's the number of money. And what the Strength card means is you have to learn to face your fears, whatever those fears are, right? If you look at the figure on the card, she has approached the lion and she is opening its mouth. She doesn't have to force it, cajole it, lie to it. She just walks up and opens the mouth of the lion. So this is about facing your fears. Sometimes it can mean even that someone will return to you and you'll have to change your way of thinking and believing about the person. I don't know if that's true or not. The cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards. Across the top, we have the Hierophant. Normally, this card can mean a marriage, a partnership, negotiations. It represents institutions in which there is a hierarchy. So we're talking things like hospitals, universities. Incidentally, it can represent you working at a university. But basically, it is about 2 people who are listening to one person, and he's receiving his knowledge from a higher source. But I think there is a secret attached to this card because of the cross keys, right? Keys can open things and they can lock things away. So I'll come back to that. The Three of Swords. Oh, incidentally, that card is a 5, and 5s represent changing energies. It's a tense, kind of terse time, and the energy is rather jagged in the way that it feels. This is followed by the Three of Swords. Now, I have 2 3s here, so it's very important, and 2 10s. Very important when numbers repeat themselves. But the Three of Swords can talk about an attack on your feeling center. So maybe somebody said something bad about you and hurt your feelings. Maybe they betrayed you in some way. Maybe you received unsettling communications. And whatever it was, it cut to the quick. But yet, that's a 3 of swords, which means that I don't think the pain will last very long. It hurts, yes, but the pain doesn't last very long. That's more of an 8 of swords, 9 of swords kind of energy, where the pain lasts quite a while. So I think this is something quick, very painful, and it makes you feel bad. The 10 of Wands, it is a 10, and that too is a changing energy. After the 10, it turns into the Ace of Wands. So this is the idea that it's a focus on completion of events, a 10. And it represents someone struggling under the weight, perhaps of lots of burdens or lots of work. And you are carrying this 6 in front of you. So I don't say that's a burden. I just feel as though you got too many things going on at once, and you're trying to put your foot right in front of the other, right? To make it to your destination. Sometimes I think this card can be a struggle trying to move, like you're trying to move house, and something has fallen through because contract negotiations and signing documents. So I say that if you have the wands, you don't have so much stuff to carry. So this could be that you are doing too much for someone else and not allowing them to pull their own weight in the situation. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is the slowest knight in the deck. See how big and lumbering that horse is, and it is standing stock still. But the Knight of Pentacles, pretty much all knights to me bring messages, a more fully fledged message than would be a page. Now, the message could be about finances, and it's good news, I think, for you. Underneath, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the story goes, when the Knight of Pentacles makes an appearance, this is good news that has taken a long time to reach you. And you should celebrate his appearance in a spread. But it's a pentacle, so it's not just about finances. It can be about doing something new. In effect, he's holding an ace. So this is something brand new. It could be a business opportunity, the opportunity to study. It can be the opportunity to utilize your skills and abilities. It can be anything, either doing or finances. Over here, we have the Three of Pentacles. As I said, that means 2 3s. And 2 3s can mean that there are at least 3 people in the situation, and that there will be more work before future successes are realized. But it stands for the building teamwork, the building of a cornerstone, something that you join in with other people in order to prosper, and just doing the work, teamwork. This is followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Now, when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, it says that something is definitely about to change, a major change in your life. And it talks about the only way to survive the turning of the wheel is to affix yourself in the center, because life has its ups and downs, ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, but then when you're down, the only way to go is back up. But you just need to know when this card appears, something is going to change. It's inevitable. Here we have the Two of Swords. Twos are, and in fact, it ends with two twos right here, because the the Judgment card is 20, and under the numerology, it's a 2. 2 plus 0 equals 2. So twos have to do with choices, options, dualities, oppositions, being of two minds, oppositions where either you are opposed within yourself or someone is actively opposing you. This card says you are to still your mind and trust what your intuition is telling you. You don't have to act. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Simply trust what your intuition is telling you. You see this figure, she's seated on a bench. She's resting. And she has the two swords at the ready. But for me, the standout thing about this card is this the left eye is partially covered. So that tells me you have an inkling about something that is going on, something that is happening, some feeling inside, but you're not sure. And sometimes even this card can mean unsettling communications. Finally, we end with the Judgment card. As I said, it represents a 2 as well, and the choice is coming for you to make a major decision. To me, the horn and flag make an announcement. Something is coming. And this card typically says you need to review your life to find out where you are headed next. And there is definitely travel here. Okay? Sometimes even this card can mean world travel. Right? The Wheel of Fortune. Because it's a Jupiter card. Jupiter represents foreign places. And so here, these people are being called to a new life. But the most important, I think, interpretation of this card is to make your own decisions. To not only make your own decisions, but to realize that you have the mental ability and the fortitude to do just that. Don't listen to other people. You have to decide what's right for you, and only you. Nobody else is in your situation. You can probably talk to people who might be have been in a similar situation, but nobody is in your exact situation. So this is about deciding where you want to go and what you want to do with your life for the future. The Chariot card represents Cancer, and it is a 7. And it is like a 10 card in that there is a focus on completion, but a pause where you are questioning yourself. You have doubts about yourself. Can you do this? Whatever it is. The Chariot is a war vehicle. and it is dusty, hard travel, long travel sometimes, and the charioteer has no reins. So this is about controlling your emotions because it's a Cancer card. And there we have the moon glyphs on his shoulders under the canopy of stars. So this could mean this is a very emotional time for you. But if you can control your emotions, you can make better decisions. Okay? Now, I want to see, are there any meanings of these cards with the major arcana? But I can't look at that card because traditionally it represents a person. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the Three of Swords. If it has any meaning next to these cards here, or an influence. Three of Swords. No, it doesn't. The the Ten of Wands. And two tens tell of a career change for the better. But underneath, I found a third 10, the 10 of Pentacles. And that could be arguments over money matters. Okay. I go to the Three of Pentacles. With the Wheel of Fortune. Wait a minute. Tells you to have faith and trust in your own talents. You will find success in your endeavors. That's kind of what I just told you that these two cards together meant. Trust what your own decisions and whatever your skills and abilities are. But if it shows up next to the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, with the Three of Swords, it may be an indication that some loss in business or finances is inevitable. You are asked to be prepared to make relevant and necessary changes. And this is what I am picking up, that you're going to have to alter the way you either do business, handle your finances, or all three. With appearing with two other threes, I told you, it is an indication that some work and some obstacles will present before completion of successful work and rewards, and it suggests that more than one person is involved, and there will be a period of suspended activity before successes are realized. And now we do the Two of Swords. And it tells me nothing. Now, I can say that there are two twos here, like I did, and two twos tell of a commitment or an engagement. Now, that can mean in a business sense, committing and engaging, where you sign contracts. And if you are trying to sign a contract under the Mercury retrograde, you need to be extremely cautious and read the fine print. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. You just have to double check, triple check, quadruple check the fine print. You can't stop living your life because the planets are doing something weird. And so I'm going to pull three Sabilas. And this Hierophant is speaking to me. He's telling me it's like he's sitting on information, or he's not telling everything that he knows. Let me put it that way. And we will see what the Sibilas say. The Viaggio. This is a trip or a vacation. I said that there was travel here. The Donna Maritata. So this is the Queen of Coins in this deck. The meaning is someone who is a nurturer, but she doesn't always have to have kids. This is somebody who likes to take on other people's things sometimes, but she's also very good with finances, very prudent with her money. And this is the Alegria, which stands for pastimes with fun pastime with family or friends. Now, there is a warning with this card that says if you are, it's like you go out to meet people at a bar or a restaurant and you make merry with them there. But on the off chance that you meet somebody there, who be very careful if you're meeting somebody that you don't know there, because they could be a fair weather friend. And so that is what I have for you this morning. I think that you should very much trust what you're in. Look, the situation is going to change, whatever it is, whether it's business, finances, your job, moving. A life change, a major life change is coming for you. And so you have to be prepared as best you can. You know, change never happens when it's convenient, but you have to learn to roll with the punches. And don't doubt what you know to be true. You can double check or check in with somebody else who may be able to see the situation a little more clearly, but ultimately you are the master of your own fate, and you must make the decision. And I think it's going to be around the first 10 days of Mercury retrograde, but yes, the decision will be near or around the first 10 days. So the 23rd of December, right before Christmas. And maybe you will receive some news that will help you make the decision. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there was something in it for you. Until next time, I see you next week. Oh, I forgot to give you your oracle card. I'm going to pull the Golden Nostradamus to wrap the reading up. I knew it was something. Yesterday, I wrote an article and forgot to link my channel. So let's see what Nostradamus has to say about this situation. I mean, you know, change can be very scary. It can make you very nervous, because especially the unknown. You don't know what you don't know, right? And so, but I'd say you should trust whatever you're feeling. And if you think you made a wrong choice, it's not a mistake. It's a learning experience. Now you know what not to do. Okay? The card is the book. I hate when that happens. Because books, like keys, can hold secrets, contain secrets, and secrets can spill out. So let me see what it is saying. As long as the fool in silence remains, people may think he has half a brain. Ask advice of someone who knows more than you, experts or people you know who love you. This is a roadmap and personal advice provided from someone we should seek out. So you need to find someone that you trust, that can see clearly and can tell you what the skinny is on the situation. And if that means having to pay like an advisor, try to do it. If you can't afford to, then just beg and plead to please give you some advice. So that's it this time for real. And I'll talk to you next week.